Do you remember when it was like September? Jitterbug, jitterbug. Raspberry beret, the kind you find in a second-hand store.
My name is Chrissy Lowry and I am an advertising copywriter. I currently study advertising at RMIT University. What I want to achieve in advertising is to become a copywriter specializing in social media. I have a really big interest in social media. I believe that my talents in copywriting, the way that I have a snappy way with words and I can hit a target audience, really quickly, I think that works really well in social media. And I love learning about particular social media strategies that really aid my particular copy in hitting the right people at the right time. So my dream is to work for an agency as a copywriter, but specializing in a social media team, and really put a lot of time and focus into moving agencies and brands into a more social media relevant world. So, who exactly is Chrissy Lowry? I'm a very confident, energetic, and bright girl, and my confidence in talking to anyone really allows me to have a lot of skills in client contact. I don't feel uncomfortable being thrown into situations I've never been in before. I feel very confident just stepping into any task and putting my full energy and giving it 110%. Because of this confidence and energy and love for interacting with people, over the years I've assumed many leadership positions. I was house captain of my sporting team in high school when I was in year 12. I also coached a basketball team for about 5 years, as well as playing basketball for about 13 years and being captain of that team on different occasions. Also when working in uni groups, more often than not, people in the group kind of assume me as a leader and look to me for guidance, just because I am confident in making sure that people can talk to me if they need help or just want to, knock out some ideas with me and, bounce some ideas off. And because of that, in a lot of groups, I do feel very confident in speaking up about my opinion. One of the best campaigns I've worked on was for Street, which called upon my group and I to come up with a way to get the stories behind the people that work at Street out into the people's lives who are buying the coffees at the Street coffee shops. So my group and I came up with a Draw My Life video for one of the people that worked there, Ahmed. I am featured in the video drawing all the scenes throughout, and I also came up with all the scripting behind those scenes. The video really targeted the personalised aspect that the brief called for, because the people watching the video really felt the story about Ahmed and felt more connected to Street itself. In terms of advertising, my skills, as I've said before, really lie in copywriting. I love writing. I've written a few screenplays. I've also written a children's book before. Writing comes very naturally to me. I loved English through high school, and I love reading books. And this love for, words is really why I love copywriting and why I believe I have such a strong skill in copywriting. I think of, alliteration very quickly, and I come up with slogans very quickly. When we worked for Southern Cross Austereo, myself and my uni team, I had to come up with 3 humorous scripts and then share them to that agency. And the people that we showed them to in that agency, they laughed and they loved the scripts that I wrote. And knowing that I wrote a humorous script that actually came across as funny really showed me that I do have a talent for writing. But I think a lot of my strengths really come from the fact that I love to meet people and I love to learn new things. I love to experience as much as I can, especially in the advertising world, and coming into workplaces and just meeting people and interacting and learning about, especially social media, which is what I'm interested in. That's what makes me thrive in advertising. I want to work in advertising for so many different reasons, but I mainly want to work in advertising because I believe it's an industry where I can continuously learn up until, retirement. And this constant learning and changing environment that advertising brings really interests me. And I know without a shadow of a doubt that advertising is for me.